Oliver jetzt für wrestling-infos.de und ich befinde mich hier in Berlin neben Viktor Pesta, der am Samstag bei der UFC Fight Night 41 gegen Ruslan Magomedov kämpft. Dobre rano, Viktor. How are you?
Good morning. I feel good, thank you.
Have you ever been to Germany before, and how do you like it here?
Oh yeah, I've been here a couple times. I don't know. I've been once in Germany for training camp in Hildesheim, and yeah, I like it here. It's nice.
You're making your UFC debut, so a lot of people don't know you. What can you tell us about your fighting style?
My fighting style. I didn't do any full combat sport before MMA, so I'm pure mixed martial artist. But I think my fighting style is more like wrestling than striking. I usually try to take opponent down and do some ground and pound there.
Your signature technique is the mounted crucifix position, which is kind of unlikely for a big guy like you. How did you discover the position for yourself, and why do you use it so often?
Well, I don't know. Just one of the technique I knew, and it's difficult to say. I discovered, of course, my coach learned it to me, and I think it's a quite underrated position. I think it's really good position, and because if you get there, you can beat your opponent. He can't cover himself, and you have nothing to lose. You know, it's not risky to try to get to this position. If you don't make it, nothing happens. And I think you said that not much heavyweight use this position.
I guess.
Well, I don't think so. I think at least Cain Velasquez finished some fight in this position as well. John Jones too. He finished there. Matyushenko and Vitor Belfort. So I think heavy guys use it as well.
Well, but most of those guys are light heavyweights.
Okay, I think there's not such a big difference between heavyweights and light heavyweights. But I don't know. If it's not typical, it's maybe better for me because they don't expect it. I don't know. Well, they expect it now because they can see my videos. I don't know. That's what I can say. What was the question?
Well, I thought the position is kind of unusual for big heavyweight because most of the big heavyweights are not as athletic as Cain Velasquez maybe, or you.
Okay. But I think that new generation of heavyweights are not that big. When you look at the UFC heavyweights, most of them they are about 240 pounds. They're not such monsters. So I think that it can be used really good.
Not anymore, yeah. So you're called the Poor Honza in your home country, which basically means you started at the very bottom, but overcome the obstacles in your way. Can you tell us something more about it?
Well, I'm actually. It was mentioned in one article, and then it was written on Wikipedia. Yeah, it's quite funny. It's quite a funny nickname, but it's not a real nickname. Nobody calls me that. But I think it's good. Well, it's positive because it means that I get from the bottom to somewhere, and it's always good. I think it's more people more appreciate when someone can get himself up, from the bottom than somebody who gets to the bottom from who can get to the top from some good conditions, if you know what I mean.
Maybe we might have to censor that. You're currently undefeated with 9 wins and 7 stoppages. Do you think you're ready for the UFC?
Well, that's a good question. I doubt about it, but my manager and my coach they told me that it's fine. I'm ready for this, so I believe them. And now, after my camp, I think that I'm ready as well.
There was a little bit of controversy with one of your wins. You originally lost by split decision, but the Swedish Mixed Martial Arts Federation overturned the contest to win for you. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it was horrible. I think there was no doubt that I won that fight. Everybody who saw the fight had to know that I won. This guy, he's good. He's good. No disrespect to him, but he was home. So judges gave victory to him. But I think it was so obvious that I won that they changed it after. So it's a mistake of judges, but that can happen. So.
You gained international attention through your website, Let Me Be Your Sparring Partner. Although you didn't achieve your goal to become a member of a prominent American MMA team, you're currently training with the All-Stars gym in Sweden, which is one of the best camps in Europe. And what can you tell us about your team there?
Yeah, I can't complain. I wanted to USA, that's true, but I think that my team in Stockholm, it's the same level as gyms in UFC, in USA, so I can't complain. The level is really high, and at least it's closer to home for me. So I have no problem with that.
Yeah, you trained with Alexander Gustafsson and Ili Latifi for their fights in March, and how do you prepare yourself with them for your fight?
Oh well, I prepare myself. I prepare as usual. Yeah, you know, some sparring, some drills, some conditioning. I guess it's the same everywhere. Of course, sparrings with guys on such a level as Alexander Gustafsson is really helpful for me, and I feel that it moves me to higher level.
Does it make you more confident to train with guys like that?
Yeah, of course. It makes me much more confident. You know, I tell myself, you know, my opponent can't be better than Alex. So if I can handle with him on the training, well, the fight must be easier.
Like I already said, you're making your UFC debut. Are you feeling already the infamous octagon jitters, or are you still relaxed?
Well, I'm quite relaxed. It's surprising. I'm surprised by that as well, but I'm quite calm. But I think it's connected with the fact that I had a really good camp, so I know I did everything I could. So now, yeah, I'm calm, but I think I will be nervous. But now it's good.
You're fighting Ruslan Magomedov, who also makes his UFC debut. He beat the former UFC champion Tim Sylvia and another former UFC champion in Rico Rodriguez. And what do you know about him? And what kind of fight do you expect?
Well, yeah, I know that he's a striker, really good one. But yeah, he beat two former UFC champions, but you know, they're out of their primes, and they were champions in UFC when the UFC wasn't at such a high level as it's now. So I don't think it's such a big deal. But yeah, of course he's good. I don't underestimate him. But as I said, he has good striking, and I already said in another interview that I think he's a good striker, but he maybe a little bit misses knockout power because his last fights against, you know, good opponents, they went to decision even when he was able to outstrike them quite easily. He wasn't able to knock them out or even knock them down. So we will see. Maybe it's difficult, you know, to judge it from the video, but I think that Maybe he doesn't strike so hard, but maybe I'm wrong. We will see.
I guess you find out Saturday. So at the end of our interviews, we always have a little word association game. So I'll give you some terms, and you give me your first thought that crosses your mind. Best fighter.
John Jones.
Dream opponent.
Cain Velasquez.
UFC.
Debut.
Alexander Gustafsson.
Friend.
Football/soccer.
Don't like it.
Spare ribs.
Once again?
Spare ribs.
Spare ribs? I'm afraid I don't know what is that.
It's a food, typical American.
Spare ribs? Okay, I don't know. So
all right, we skip that. So next one is Germany.
Next one.
Next one from the word association game.
Germany?
Yeah.
Neighbor.
Czech Republic.
Home.
So before I let you go, have you any final words for the German MMA fans before Saturday?
Oh well, I don't know. I hope they will keep fingers crossed for me. I think that I'm not the countryman, but I'm the neighbor, so they might. But we will see. I don't know. Nothing big to say.
All right then. Thanks for your time and best of luck to you on Saturday. Viktor Pesta, ladies and gentlemen.